right, welcome in. Hello, YouTube. Hi, how you doing? Welcome to the YouTube side. How you doing? How y'all doing? And welcome back. It's been a week. And we're finally back to a multi-stream event today. We got 2 games today we're gonna cover. After this, if you do want to go on the Twitch side, we're going to play a few games of Fortnite, but that's it. It's not going to be a lot. So if you want to go on the Twitch side, come say hi. But anyway, let's get started with the new game. Let's go to the new game I kind of have. So let's go ahead. I'm going to close this out real quick. And I'm going to go to here, and then we're going to go to games, I think Steam. Oh, and by the way, for on YouTube, you'll be getting a Minecraft game stream soon in about a week or 2. So give it or take a week or 2. Like I said, don't be surprised when you have a Minecraft stream going soon. I'm taking, oh, by the way, for those on the YouTube, we're probably going to do a YouTube only stream on Monday, I think so, in a couple weeks. Not next week, but in a couple weeks. So next Tuesday will be the same thing of this, but then that's it. Oh, by the way, for those who are on the streaming side, on the Twitch side, I want to let you guys know. On Monday, it's going to be a late night stream. So if you don't see me live at 12 or 3:30, just so you know, I'm going to be live around at 7 or 8 at nighttime. So just let you know. So that is going to be the plan for this week, for next week's stream. Like I said, it's going to be a new schedule. And like I said, I will make it happen if I have to make it happen. So, all right, here we go. Football Commissioner. And we are ready to go. All right. All right, here we go, and then I'm gonna do, okay, there we go. Okay, and I'm gonna do this real quick. Is there a way I can actually go settings and then change the frames? There we go. Let's do this. Properties. No, it's not this one. It's going to be this one. Do not want the filters yet. I'm gonna work on getting the filters all set up for you guys. So, all right, everyone, welcome to Football Commissioner. Yes, Football Commissioner. It is here. I do need to get rid of. I'm gonna move some of this stuff because this is bonkers to me that this is happening. All right, there we go. And then we do need to change the UI screen a bit. So, hold on just a minute. I'm going to do this real quick. Football Commissioner, there we go. I'm going to bump this UI screen a bit. Save settings. Is it going to be like this? Nope, it's going to be this. There we go. Welcome to the stream, guys. We're going to load the game. So we're kind of in a pickle. Last stream we found our first ever champions of the Anime Football League, which is the Gillette. The Gillette Reapers. They have won their first ever championship and probably the only champions in the league so far. We'll see. We are going to be doing 8 weeks. I have announced that we're going to do 8 weeks of to combine 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 teams. We got 2 new teams in here. The Daytona Florida Hurricanes and the London UK Knights. That's right. An SFL affiliate team is officially in the Anime Football League. And it's crazy, man. It's crazy that for week 2 of A, we have expanded internationally. We'll see how that goes for us. Hopefully it does not bite us in the butt, in the caboose on that one. So, with that being said, we're going to go play a little bit conservative for this one. We're going to play some conservative with this. So, we're not going to market anything in the lead. What we're going to be doing is we're going to plan on doing, because we have lost so much money in the span of a week. I'm going to do is we're going to cut down all marketing. That is going to be the plan for this week. So that is going to be the plan. So with that being said, let's start week number 2, and we'll see how long we survive in this series. We'll see how long we survive in the lead. All right, first game, Parkersburg and Concord. Parkersburg wins their game, and we made some money, but we lost almost $800,000. This is what I was talking about, by the way. That is crazy to me. So, which is kind of crazy that we have lost so much money in just one game sitting, which is kind of crazy to me. So, all right. So, Springfield Summit Atlantic City Shogun, the next game. Atlantic City, the runner-ups, are actually getting back to winning ways, beating Springfield. And a lot of a decent attendance, 595, but we lost $1 million on that. Jeez, we're completely tanking this in not a good way either. So next game. Daytona, they beat the Roman Photons at home. And we have kind of made some money, but not so much so. So we've been I don't know, man. I feel like we have been, I don't know. I feel like that has been not the greatest of news. But the cool thing is that Norman's been building a lot of attendance this week. Next up, London Knights packed their bags facing against Gettysburg Corsairs. And the London Knights, they have won their next game. Actually, $19,000 for 521's attendance. Not too shabby, but we have been losing money. So now we're in the negative side for this one, which is not that great. So now here we are. We're in a very big predicament. Next up, the champions, the Gillette Reapers and the Kalispell Panthers. And Gillette, the champions, have done it again. I think they have won their first game, I think. Let me see what we got in the standings. But yeah, $1 million lost. That is so not good. But here we go. Yeah, the top 2 champions, yeah, Gillette, Atlantic City, and Daytona are actually in the running race for this one. So very interesting. And let's go ahead into the advance of the week. But we actually we have earned some sponsorship money, but not much. But we do have to end that sponsorship. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna look at we'll look at the teams. We'll manage the teams, see what we can do. Ooh, okay, franchise actions. Okay, you can fold it, you can fix the team name, you can move the stadium. Okay, that's pretty cool. I like that. We're gonna go ahead and bump up some of these tickets, and we'll bump up some of these tickets a little bit. I'm surprised that we have to bump this stuff up a little bit. So. And then we're going to bump this up to almost $14. You guys are out of your minds. I feel like we have to bump up our tickets, which is kind of nuts to me, which is kind of crazy to me, man. That's like, I don't know. I feel like that's going to lose our team enthusiasm this week. So, next up, we need to do the Concord Steelers. I mean, we could probably keep it for another week and see how that goes for us. But even then, we're probably going to have to see what we can do. But even then, I mean, let's look at also the viewership. Let's look at our viewership and see what it did for us. Yeah, like we are making like more money than last year. This is going to be from last year. Look at last year. So look at the difference. We only made $3 million in a whole year. We are about surpassing that. In 3 weeks. Not a bad thing, but we are losing a loss again. So that's not that great. We're not in a very good situation. And now for market shares, okay, this is funny. Look at this. I love this actually. This is pretty cool. I like this. I mean, I like this. This is pretty cool. I like this. This is pretty nice. I like the market share thing. It gives me a smile to my face a little bit that this game really expanded a lot on that. So You have the Canadian Football League, which, to be fair, 60 overall sounds about right. The college football playoff thing, 70 overall sounds about right. The United Football League sounds about right. 75 overall sounds about right. The European League, I don't know, they have one. I need to look that up, actually. That's curious. And then you got the AFL, the Arena Football League, and all of them, which 40 overall sounds about right. It sounds about right. It sounds about right. So anyway, that's just how I feel about it. I like that they had a market share tab. That's pretty cool. That makes me happy. It makes me warm and gooey inside because that means you get to see the competition. So on TV ratings, stadium attendance, we got a lot better. You know what's even crazy is London Knight's first ever game in history was 14,602 fans, which is actually pretty good. And even now, I will say the Parkersburg Lightning, due to the fact that we lost marketing, we kind of went down a bit. But on the TV number side, a lot of people knew that they're watching. So I like that. That makes me happy that we're making money at least. And, you know, like the hats are sold, all that. I'm going to do, for a sweatshirt, I'm going to bump this up. I'm going to bump the hat up a little bit. I know in this economy, you might as well want to bump things up a bit. Save the prices a little bit, 68, 65, 57. I mean, it's going to be very expensive, so you might as well want to go ahead and do all that. So now we're on to week 3 of week number 8. We'll see how we do in the next set of games. And we'll see how we do, how much money we lose this season. So, first game. Parkersburg is back in the true winning race, and it's not that great. It's not a great situation, but did really, really all right. I mean, 488 fans still. I think, did we lost fans? I hope we did not. The next game, Atlantic City beats Daytona 24-0. And actually, they had a really good money, and they made some good concessions. So already, okay, we are making fan sales. That's good. We are making fans. I was a little worried that we're going to lose fans, but yeah, hey, that was fun. Next up, Norman and the London UK Knights. All right, Norman wins their for next game, 10-6 at home, but we are losing more and more money as we go on. So, I mean, they did say solid performance. So, and it was actually 1,216 fans in Norman. Not too shabby in the attendance. I wasn't surprised because the attendance in Norman is such a small market. Next up is Gaithersburg and Kalispell. Kalispell wins their game over Gaithersburg 20-14. And we are losing, okay, lowest broadcast numbers for tonight. 8,528 broadcast viewers. To be fair, that's decent, all right numbers. It's especially for a small league like the Anime Football League. To be fair, it could have been worse because I think when we first started the league, we had about 1,000 people on the TV broadcast. It wasn't that great on that first year. So to be fair, not to be harsh on ourselves, I think a game is a game. That's the way I look at it. It sounds very I know that sounds very makes no sense, but now the defending champions face Concord Steelers for this one. And Gillette is actually back in the winning way and beat Concord 29-7 at home. So definitely, and we do got low broadcasters. Again, to be fair, 11,317 is not too bad for a live stream. To be fair, it's not too bad. Like I said, to be fair, if you want to look at the viewership, I'm going to show you guys something. In the TV range slots, look at this. 11,317 and 12,000. I mean, for Springfield, for back-to-back home games, that's a growth. And then when you look at home games, like at London, for example, the first TV broadcasts, it was kind of a rough, patchy start, but then they're starting to gain their momentum. So either way, we're starting to build that popularity where you need to be in a league. So, and now the crazy part is, if you really want to know the crazy part, is stadium attendance for averages. Look at London. I'm very happy for them. I'm very stoked to see what that team does for the next couple of years if we actually make some money in there, to be fair. So it looks like Gillette and Atlantic City, if they're in the playoffs right now, we could see a rematch, but this time it will be Atlantic City at home field advantage. So a little bit of a different situation. So to be fair, so let's advance to the week. We are making some money with the merch, but they have ended their sponsorship, blah, blah, blah. Okay. So we need to go to the, I think it's going to be doing to manage teams. So we need to go ahead and sign. I mean, 76% is pretty good. So let's sign a deal. For them, they're 50%. I'm going to try to keep a 30% for them just in case if they don't win games anymore. Daytona. 52%, keeping a 30% just in case. I really don't care at this point. Gaithersburg Coasters, keeping them on. There we go, 30%. Gillette Reapers, they're doing great, 88%. So they got one more for 2 more weeks. So hope for the best again, hope for the best. Housebell, they're going to be signing for a 50%. London Knights, they're going to be getting a 30% just in case things don't go their way. Norman, sign a deal for them. Parkersburg, West Virginia, they're getting a Princeton management deal. And then the Springfield Summit, which they are going to be getting a short deal. So, all right, how much money do we wasted? About 500, we did lose some money. So, all right. Oh, sorry about that. Didn't mean to do that. Whoops. Let's go ahead and get into the next game, shall we? All right. All right, Daytona and Parkersburg. Here we go. Week 4 matches. We're halfway in the season. Parkersburg, I mean, they did all right. They made a pretty good, decent amount, to be fair. So, and we made some good game revenue, so pretty much we kind of canceled ourselves out with that live stream a lot. So, that's pretty much the good thing about that, so that's pretty good. But we are still losing money, so that's still not a great thing, especially when you lose money. So, next up, London and Springfield. London. So, 27-3, 14,000 fans for this one, and for TV broadcasting, it wasn't that great. It is definitely low number. I think the only reason why people don't watch much of London is because this is in the UK and this is American sports, so it's not going to be a very big name brand prospect. So Atlantic City and Kalispell. Kalispell and Atlantic City, they have made some decent money, but not too much. It's something we're going to need to keep in mind of. So, and we did make 7,000 people watch on the television, so that's pretty good. Now, next up, Concord and Norman. 18-3 Norman. Yeah, we're not making money in here. We're probably going to, at the end of the season, we're probably need to locate Concord, because we're not making money at all, dude. We're not making money at all. And I'm just saying, like, if we're going to be realistic with the money aspect, we are not making good money with Concord, with the Concord Stadium here. So that's not great. So, and we are losing a lot more money faster than we typically do. So, and then for the last game, Gillette is packing their bags, Battisburg. 26-10, and it's a $954,000, $307 loss. So, yeah, but at least people are buying the concessions. So people are coming and they're getting concessions. So that's pretty good. So let's be fair. It's going to be a fun game. So we are also building a lot of fan base. Almost about 37,000 fans. A free agent available. Ooh, okay. Now could... oh my god, we're gonna decline it. Darn it, dude. I mean, that's rough. I mean, we could have saved some money, but I mean, that could see the thing is, if that thing happened in 2026, we would at least made a boost in our performance. But again, it is what it is. It's a loss. So it is what it is. So Parkersburg and Kalispell for week number 5. Let's go ahead and just finish the season here. See how we do. 14-0 Parkersburg. I mean, this is definitely one of those seasons where it's a very rough season. So, but Parkersburg wins. Next game, Spring Summit wins their one, and about 10,000 people watched that one. So, it'll be really cool if we can actually end the season here with and we can get into the championship for this one for the next stream next Tuesday. So, if we can survive that long. Atlantic City wins their game. 1,629 people in attendance, and almost about 10,000 people watched the TV screen. So it is what it is with that one. And then Daytona and Gillette is up next. And Gillette still survives, beat Daytona with a 2-game win. So, and only 3,159 fans on that one. So we are kind of like getting to the point where, okay, London Concord, okay, London Knights, 13,000 fans so far. Not too bad. So at least that's awesome to see that we kind of make bank a little bit extra when we need to. So here we go. Next week, okay, and their sponsorship. So we are making more fans as we go on. So 2 more weeks of this, and then we're gonna end it. So let's go look at the viewership real quick before we continue. So it looks like we are actually so London is not getting the attention. They're losing their own attendance. They tanked a little bit. I mean, to be fair, I think this season wasn't as bad as last year because our first week we had people not showing up. So, I mean, the viewership was great last year, but then we kind of have that average of like about 12,000 to like thousands of people watching. So people like to watch it on the TV screen. If you want to look at last year's, for example, here you go. This is their average last year. Not that great of attendance last year, but us now, I mean, the positive I see nowadays is I think Springfield and like some of these teams who are like in the three digits are probably going to be relocating soon. And that's how I feel about it. We'll probably need to relocate or probably need to replan this out. The crazy part is Gillette is one of those teams that are actually like they're surpassing like Kalispell, Concord. So again, to be fair, some of these games on the TV screen has been actually what was making our league somewhat popular as well. So to be fair, we are not making as bad as money as we are, but at the same time, we are kind of tanking a little bit on the money side. So, all right, week 6. Parkersburg. Oh wow, okay, that was good. I mean, 1,255. I mean, it's all right. It's not gonna be what I'm expecting, but 18,000 people watched this game too. Wow, okay. So Parkersburg is doing a lot of great stuff so far. We got 2 more games of this, and we're gonna get into the championship soon. Norman and Springfield up next. So Springfield wins their games, and actually 12,866 on the TV and 1,262. That's not great because that's like what almost 1/3 of their attendance, but it is what it is. Like I said, it's like one of those games where it's like I feel like that either way it was not going to be really profitable. So, but on the bright side, we're almost at 40,000 fans. So, Gaithersburg and Daytona up next. 7-6. Wow. Okay, this one's a good one. But sadly, attendance wasn't that hot, so that's not great. So that's not a good thing. So we're almost at 40,000 fans. So Gillette and London Knights. And Gillette survives this one, 622, about 622 as well on the TV screen. I mean, it wasn't that great, so So Concord and Kalispell next to prime time, and Concord wins their game, but it doesn't look profitable at all. So Concord's definitely one of those teams I would have to keep in mind to relocate after a year, because that looks like, I mean, to be fair, that doesn't look like a team that would, you know what I mean? So let's advance the week. So now we're almost at $20,000. Not a good situation. We're losing money. So now we're in the final week. Yes, we actually can go to the coach bus. Parkersburg, okay, Lightning, okay, charter plane, okay. All right, here we go. So Gettysburg and Parkersburg up next. So week number 7, we're underway, and Gettysburg beats Parkersburg in a shocker. And actually, it was a really good, alright game, but you know, pretty good big game, and it was all right. Actually, I think we made some fans on that one. Yeah, we did. 200 fans on that one. That's pretty good. So, and then Kalispell, Springfield up next. Kalispell 29-7. Wow, that was a clean win, a complete win, and that was a complete But also, fan base is growing for Kalispell, so that's pretty good in my opinion. So that's pretty good. So we are making some fans along the way, so that's pretty cool. Concord and Atlantic City. Concord beats Atlantic City, actually pulling off an upset at home. And Concord's actually building their fan base up from the ground, so that's pretty cool. Then we'll get into the standings before we get into the final games of the week. Gillette. Let's see, Gillette. Gillette beats Norman 10-6. It was alright, but the fan base, you know, is starting to grow. That's a huge thing, because Gillette could be at home again and win their next championship. London and Daytona up next. And London beats up got a huge win. Their broadcast was actually tanking, but their total attendance looks awesome. 13,755. About 12,000 empty seats. Not that great still, but I still take it as a win that we got about tens of thousands of people coming in, showing up in this game. So, yeah, we're still losing money, but we are gaining the fan base we need. So that's pretty good. Free agent available. Sadly, we don't have the money right now, so we need to decline that. Okay, they have ended their sponsorship. So next up, let me see the merchandise. I'm just curious how much money we've been making right now. About $34,799, almost $35,000, at least more than we had last year. For viewership, it wasn't great for the in-person attendance, but Parkersburg's looking like getting better with their growth. So I feel like there's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 teams that I can move to if I wanted to. But even then, I'm probably need to be careful with my relocations, because I think people want to get what they want to get. So again, that's just how I feel about it. So. But still, I think either way, I think this week, in the past several weeks, we're kind of starting to see that tankage a little bit. So now we're into week number 8, the final week of the season, and we'll probably do the championship next week, and then we'll probably do a little bit of a chat, an extra chat, and then that's it. We'll do a little bit of a chat, and then we'll get into the next game. So yeah. All right. Viewership, marketing, merchandise. We did that. I mean, we did look at what we got. So let's look at the standings. How do we do in our team so far? Gillette's home, but Parkersburg could be going to the championship if they win this game alone. So Parkersburg last year, if you want to look at last year's season, Gillette won the championship against Atlantic City, but I think this year has been a very different year. If you look back to the past streams, Parkersburg went from like an under 500 team to now being a winnable team, which is I find really awesome. So I really find it really awesome that Parkersburg is getting back to where they need to be, and I think it's really awesome to see that Parkersburg is gaining the chance to win a championship. But this time, we're going to go from Palisbound, London, all the way top. So we're going to switch a little bit. So let's start with London and Kalispell to start off the final week. Kalispell beats London. Not a great fan base game, I would say, but definitely what a way to end the season with. So next up, Daytona Hurricanes is up next. Daytona Hurricanes beat Concord. They did all right. They actually have a decent fan base, not a lot, and plus due to the fact it's 25,000 capacity, I should have really thought about it, make it 10,000. But again, I mean, what are you going to do at that point? So Atlantic City and Gaithersburg and the coach bus up next. And actually, Gaithersburg wins against Atlantic City, so Atlantic City will not be going to the championship game, unlike last year. That is crazy. So Gaithersburg helps Parkersburg. If they win today, Parkersburg gets punched their ticket to the championship game. Next up, Springfield Summit and Gillette. The champions, yes, they have blown out Springfield at home, and they, for the first time, I think for the first time ever, we have seen this team. I mean, what an incredible run they have had. And if you really want to go back to the standings, this team is 7-1. This team is going to get home field advantage for 2 straight years. I find it really awesome to see Gillette going back to the championship, but this time with a new competitor. But now Parkersburg and Norman for the championship on the line. Norman beats Parkersburg, but I don't think we'll see what that means for the championship game. So, I mean, still, I think who is going to the championship game? We really want to talk about it. It is going to be Gaithersburg took over that. Wow, that's crazy. And it's actually a 3-way tie. But Gaithersburg and Kalispell and Parkersburg are out. And Gillette and Gaithersburg Corsairs are going to go to the championship game. That is crazy. That's insane to me. I think that's probably also determining like points per game and all that. So I find it understandable that Gaithersburg won that. So here's the crazy thing. Gaithersburg, if you don't know what Gaithersburg's at, is in Maryland. It's in Maryland. Yeah. Maryland, a town, a state where Baltimore exists, and is right near the DC. It's right near DC, but Gillette, if you don't know what Gillette is, it's in Wyoming. And this team in Wyoming has won a championship before. If they win back-to-back in the next stream, that would make it a dynasty, folks. Probably the first ever dynasty here in the Anime Football League. No. So 579 fans, and we are losing a lot of money, but the championship game on the line, and charter plane it is, and Gillette will be at home. 10,000 seats for this one, bulk capacity, so it's not going to change much. Imagine we get jam-packed for this one. That would be cool. So very, very cool. This is a very different situation. But yeah, that is it for that segment. Thank you guys for coming in for that one. That's awesome. So very, very awesome to see that. And also, I should have done with that one. Probably should have changed the game on that one on the Twitch side. So whoops. Oh well, we will fix it. We will fix it sooner enough. But that is it for the Anime Football League as of late. So I still find it really awesome to see Gillette and actually a team that actually deserved to be in their shot. So I find it really awesome. So I find it really awesome. So, and also plus it's kind of a shorter segment than usual, because I just want to go ahead and just sim the games and just see how things go for this next season. We'll see what we can do. And like I said, we'll see what we can do on that one, because like I said, that is what we do. So anyway, but thank you guys for coming into the stream. Don't forget to follow on the Twitch side. don't forget to check me out on the and also thank you guys for coming in. Thank you guys for coming into the again, thank you guys for coming in. I greatly appreciate you guys. I love you. You're all awesome. And yeah, that's all I can say right now. We'll go back to just chatting for a bit. I feel like we need to at this point, and we will play Fortnite in a little bit. But like I said, we will also, what we should do too, while we're here, let's talk about. So I'm gonna snooze that one. We're gonna snooze it. We're gonna snooze it for 5 minutes because we're supposed to have an ad for in about 5 minutes. I didn't realize that, but thank you for the pop-up, Twitch. Actually, what we're gonna do? Let's go for an ad break. And I'm gonna change the game. Let's change the game. Actually, what I'm gonna do, let's play Fortnite on the YouTube side. How do you guys feel about that? Fortnite on the YouTube side? Let's do that. You know what I mean? It's gonna be different, so we might as well do so. So it's gonna be a multi-stream event, so might as well play Fortnite. And I'll change the titles on the Twitch side. So I feel like we could probably take a break from the. Probably what we can do is actually. Is there a way I can actually? I'll probably update the title later. But anyway. So yes, it is confirmed. We will do Fortnite on YouTube today. So we will do that. So anyway, we'll go to the commercial break. Thank you guys for coming in. I will talk to you all later. I'll see you all when I come back from the ad break. And we are back, folks. We are back. We are back. There we go. Sorry about that. No music. Sorry about that. I apologize for that. Welcome back. Hope you all are having an awesome day today. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're all taken care of. Welcome back. Welcome back to the channel. And for those who are still having ads on the YouTube side, I'd like to apologize for that. What I'm going to do, let me go ahead and do this real quick. It's that real quick. I'm going to go ahead. Let's just chat for a bit. Alright, guys. Let's talk about some things. I feel like I should talk about some stories today. About some stuff. This is what happened last week. While I was offline last week. So yesterday, I actually watched some, actually not yesterday, but about last weekend. I've been watching some anime a while back. Before I started doing my Redstone stuff. I've been watching some anime, like baseball anime. I've been watching a lot of our sports anime. And I feel like there's some I want to be part of putting on my Discord soon. So yes, we'll be having some movie nights soon in the Discord. We'll be having some other nights in the Discord too, like community night, stuff like that, coming next month. So if you do like content like that, if you do like community nights, you're welcome to do so. Jackbox. Let's talk about Jackbox for a bit, because we need to talk about a special event I'm planning to do in a couple months. So, due to the fact we're almost the end of summer, in a couple months, I will be planning on doing not every night, but we're going to plan on doing, for some community nights, we're going to do some Jackbox nights. Some games will be Mecha Chameleon, some games will be Jackbox, some games will be Fortnite. So, it's basically going to be a community theme month, so to speak, but I'm only going to be doing it in the afternoons. Now, why am I doing October this instead of Halloween themed games? Well, it is basically, it's the fall season. It's the fall season. Now, does that mean I will not be doing Halloween themes? Oh, no. I will be playing some horror themed games in a couple months. Some games like The Last of Us, the first one, I'm only going to play the first Last of Us. I did plan on doing Until Dawn, until they did that whole PS thing on Steam, which I am not doing at that point. You know, that is that. There is a new multiplayer game that is like Among Us. Let me go ahead and tell you about that game. Let me see real quick. It is called... The game I'm going to be streaming soon. It'll probably be on the Discord theme community nights as well. It's called, I think I saved it before too. I think it's on my wish list. Let me look real quick. It is called, if you can find the horror theme, that'd be great. There's also a game called Witchy Business, which is actually really nice. They're actually noticing it's a very positive game. There's Microlandia, which that will be a game coming soon. I'll be playing on the channel. Slay the Princess is also a game I'll be playing in October. There's a lot of games I'll be playing soon, and coming soon. Now, Goblin Cleanup. Oh man, that's gonna be a game I'll be saving for the next couple of months. There are some games like Barney, which that game's like a dungeon crawler, which definitely will be playing soon. Claire Obscure, I do not know how I feel about that. I mean, the game looks, to be fair, it looks really, really nice for a positive upcoming walkthrough, but even then, I still feel like that's going to be a game I will not be playing. So, Water Park soon will be next year, so that's going to be that. So we have an orc problem. This game, yes, this game is a tower defense game. So we have an orc problem. That sounds like a game I definitely wanted to play. I'm definitely playing soon. Metaphor, that's a game I will definitely be planning on doing soon. Until Dawn, sadly, I will not be playing until they get their own poop together and figure out if that is a Steam compatible game, Steam Deck compatible or not. Injustice 2, that's the one I'll be saving for. There's a game called Grand Theft Fantasy Relink, but I don't know if I will be playing that this year, probably next year. Oregon Trail, the remake, that's going to be a game will be on the channel. And then we got some retro ones like Golden Tee, for example. We got even there's a game called College Baseball Dynasty Builder. That's actually I put that on my wish list a long time ago. There's also there's this game called Lotomony Corporation. That is going to be a game on the Patreon side. So if you do, for example, if you contribute to Patreon, you'll be on the series actually. You'll be in the series actually, and it's really, really going to be fun. It's going to be a fun series, and very, very fun game. Moonstone Island's FA game. LA Noir is going to be a November game on Twitch, but keep that one eye on. CD Market's going to be a game soon. Okay, to be fair, I already got a Ruby series already, so to be fair, Grim Eclipse will probably be next year's series. We'll see, because I think that one takes place before the Aerofell games, which I'll have to look that up, but there's also a Boba Cafe. Okay, now that's funny and that's cute. It's called Boba Cafe Simulator. That sounds cute. Tiny Life will definitely be a game. That's going to be a series of its own. It's basically a Sims game, so that is that on that one. Golden Lab, Tavern Manager will be more in the fall, so like September or October next month. Summer Islands, I'm kind of putting it on the shelf for next year. American High School Basketball Dynasty, that's a game that will be in November. So a lot of new games in this series, a lot of new games. Also, this game called Paper Train Traffic, which is actually, I think it's like, oh yeah, it's a that's gonna be a game I'll be playing soon. So Paper Train Traffic, it's like a simulation puzzle trains game basically. So I hope you guys are very excited for that one. Startup Company, that's gonna be a series. Ultimate Theater Sim, that's gonna be a series if that is playable. I'm gonna test play that one soon. Basketball Classics, that's gonna be on the that's gonna be a series. Oh boy, if you like retro NES games, this is going to be a series will be coming soon on the Patreon. We'll be doing a rebuild on that series, but also all that. War Room Football is going to be next year after the Super Bowl, so that's going to be a series. We got Swimming Dynasty in December because actually, fun little fact, I think Swimming Dynasty is actually like a swimmer sim game. It's like basically, I think it's like a college. Yeah, it's like a college one, but I like it. It's pretty cool. And also you can customize characters. So I can actually do is create a school and I can basically put all my friends in there. So all my homies and friendos in there. So carpet cleaning, that's going to be a game later on. Cass, what is Cass? What is this one? Oh yeah, this one. It's a blocks game. That's a cute one. Plants vs. Zombies will be out in a couple weeks. So be probably next week on the lookout for that one. Anything else? Prize Fighters 2, I'm still waiting for that one. Oh yeah, this game. Town of Salem. This is actually a game I'll be doing for the community. Now, if you don't know what Town of Salem is, go look it up. It's actually a very it's basically Among Us. It's basically Among Us. If you really don't know what that is, it's basically Among Us, and it's actually a game I highly recommend for anybody who likes Among Us. It's basically, imagine Among Us, but it's like a Salem Witch Trials themed. So it's definitely a game I recommend people play and all that. And also I'm considering even doing a Cards Against Humanity on the Discord, but even then, that's gonna be I'm gonna have to try and make it safe for work for the community either way. Oh boy, that's gonna be a fun, but at the same time, it's gonna be for the first time ever. I had to be careful, so I think people do stream it. That's the crazy part. I remembered what his name was, Chill Chaos. He did a freaking I think it was just years ago, like 10 years ago, and this is actually how I got introduced to Chill Chaos. I watched his Until Dawn stream all Halloween in my senior year in high school. It's so funny. And if you really want to know how I got into Until Dawn, it's Chill Chaos. It's not Vanoss, it's not anyone else, it's Chill Chaos. If you don't know Joe Chaos, he's actually I got to see some of the content he was in with what was that one VTuber? Forgot her name. But I've seen her been with other content creators a while back, and it's pretty cool. I like Chilled. I mean, Chilled in Rocket League was probably the funnest moment I got to introduce him. But anyway, anywho, yeah. So, but don't get me started with Vanoss because I have my own opinions about Vanoss, but because I have my own opinions nowadays that have changed a lot about that group. So don't get me started on that. But yeah, this game is like, I'm going to read it for you guys what this game is. It's actually basically it's Among Us. So basically, actually I should probably share it to you guys on my Steam. I might actually show you guys this game. I actually want to read it for you guys too, just in case. So I'm going to go to my gaming. I'm going to do this real quick. I'm going to go properties, open selector. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about this game. So, if you don't know what this game is, this is the game that I wanted to actually have a community night with sometime. And yes, this is my Steam page. It's called Park of the SC42. Anyone is welcome. Now, there's an original game of this, from what I recall. I'm going to show you guys. Now, this game, I'm going to show you guys it. I'll let the trailer play with no music or anything. So, this is basically, it's 7 to 15 players. It's strategy and teamwork. And it's basically an Among Us. It's an Among Us game. And actually, it's basically based on the Salem Twitch trials. To be fair, what I like about this game is the art style. To be fair. So, I have my own opinions about this game. It's like it's on PC and Mac, which that's actually shocking to me. You can play this on the MacBook. That's kind of crazy to me. There is another one, I think so, just called Town of Salem. Town of Salem. So just go Town of Salem. It's actually the $4.99 is on my wish list here, which is kind of fun. This one is actually the original. Now, this is actually how I got introduced to this game. This is actually a game I want to do, but this is their recent reviews, all that. So, definitely a game I will probably play soon enough. So that is going to be the game I'll be playing. Actually, we're going to change this to just chatting real quick so you guys get to just join the just chatting for a bit before we get to the next game segment. So let me change this for a bit. Go to done. There we go. Yeah, I'm just going to talk with you guys for a bit. So anyway, so back to where I was saying for you guys. So as I was saying, yeah, this game is a really fun game. Now, actually, I'm glad they're showing you the screenshots for this game. It's actually really fun because you get to do these things. You get to do tasks. You get to do. It's basically Among Us, but browser edition. Like, imagine you have Steam on your thing, and imagine you get to do all this. It's really, really fun. You get different roles. It's just like Goose Goose Duck. It's Goose Goose Duck, but it's like Salem Halloween themed. I like it somewhat. I like it. It's because it's like, I like the art style, but that's just me. I like the 3D theme. But that's just me. I feel like it's really, really fun. It's chaotic. It's fun. It's I don't know. I feel like that's how I feel about it. So yeah, I feel like that. So it is what it is. But anyway. But yeah, I just recommend it. That's how I am. So. But that's just how I am with that. So, with that being said, it's definitely going to be a game I'll be on the series for. Definitely be a game that I will do in the series soon. But that's all I'm going to say about that. It's really, really nice. It's a really, really nice game. Highly recommended. Very, very cool. That's all I'm going to say about it. That's all I'm going to say about it. So, yeah. I have my own opinions about it, so take it as you wish. I gotta do something real quick. I just want to check on something real quick. So I just had to read something real quick. Okay. Sorry, I just gotta do something real quick. But yeah, that's just how I feel about it. You know what I mean? It's just been But anyway, but that is how I feel about the content coming soon. Not so But yeah, that's just how I feel about it as of right now. I'm just kind of glad I get to show you guys the games I want to play for the community. So I know I should not be sharing my Steam page with you guys, but yes, if you want to be friends, just go join my Discord. Just join my Discord. I will see what I can do. But anyway, let's get back to the sports games. Let's get back to that real quick before I any more shenanigans as it is. Sports, and let's go back. But yeah, I kind of want to show you guys that in general because, you know, I'm probably not going to publish this on stream. And it's probably going to be, I'm probably going to be putting so many streams on the YouTube side on, like, I don't know, probably unlisted on some of them. So, but anyway, I'm probably just going to be, that's how I feel. I'm going to probably just show it to you guys for those on the YouTube side. So if you want to watch it on the YouTube side, you're welcome to do so. I don't know about the Twitch because that's going to be something I'm going to have to try to do once a week. Just add more video, more content, and I have to keep an eye on all the ones I've uploaded. So I can clip in all that. So anyway, enough about said about that. Let's go ahead and get into the next game. So the next game is called Senshi Wrestling Federation. We're only gonna book a couple, not a lot of matches today. We're gonna do the pay-per-view probably, but I think that's it. I'm to the point where I'm just gonna play some Fortnite today and then just call it a stream after this because it's like, I don't know, man. I feel like we have done a lot with the Championship Wrestling Promoter this week, and then we'll do Fortnite and then for a couple games, but then I think that's it for the stream for both sides. So probably to end this, what I'm gonna do is probably gonna end the YouTube side first, and then go to like just end the usual. Actually, I think this one, yeah, I forgot. This one's gonna require me to go on full on screen mode. So I apologize if this is. I like to apologize to you guys if for those who are where is screen mode, right? Is it laptop screen? Yes, it is. Boy, it is going to be a giant pain at the caboose to deal with this. So I'm gonna do I wish there's a way I could do a hotkey, but even then I'm gonna have to try to be careful with that. Glad I'm covering kind of covering some of this stuff too on the front Steam, so it is what it is. I mean, it is what it is. So if I don't see you guys in chat, that's okay. So the next game will be Fortnite after this, and like I said, we're probably gonna do the pay-per-view in then 2 weeks. That's gonna be the plan probably. So let's continue. All right, so we're in the pay-per-view for February. Last episode, if we look at the money side, we have made a lot of revenue the past couple months. We have actually earned $17 million. If you look back to it, it's kind of crazy. It's kind of nuts. It's kind of nuts. It's kind of insane that when we make this amount of money in 2 months, and I think if you want to go back to the TV ratings, we kind of tanked a little bit on the past week, a little bit, but we are still there competing. Like, Yes, everyone is making like SSWF, like Hulk Hogan is really just showing how good they are. But then, if you just look at like if you just look at our show, it looks all right? We have competed. I will say, the past week, we went from a typical 10.6 to a typical 16 rating, which is not bad. I will say that shows we have improved ourselves for our show. We have improved ourselves and shown that we can actually do the work, which is great. And actually, the Prodigal Son and the Night Phoenix, that's going to be a mid-card match we want to do. That's going to be something we're going to do. So we're going to do, we're going to keep the Expo. We're going to open the show for our show. King Diamond and Night Bronze, or we can do Hurricane Linda Kane. Let's do that. What's it? King Diamond and who? Prodigal Son, Night Bronze. We're gonna need to do that. Add stipulations. Oh, we need to do one more heat. That's all we need to do. Add the championship for the world title. Night Bronze wins, but then they Night Bronze wins in 18 minutes. It's actually going to be a really nice little rivalry there to close it, to kind of do it. So, but sadly, no stipulation yet, so we'll submit that. I mean, so far, 108,000 people and 335,000 for the pay-per-view buy already for the opener. So, next up, we need to do a triple threat between Zhang Long. We need to do Weiss, and then we need to do Ruby Rose again. Or actually, we can do Ruby Rose for this one. Add a championship for the Senshi TV title. And for this one, Wai Shin wins. Wai Shin wins, and she wins out of her own finisher. And it's going to be an 18-minute match. So, already in a good situation already. I mean, for the main event, that's going to be a great main event. For the one-on-one match, we're going to do Sarah Nebula, and then who's the other rival we have? Supernova. We're going to have Supernova win, but we're going to have a submission move, and she's going to have that for 16 minutes. No championship, nothing. So, already in a good match so far. This is going to be your main event. The Senshi TV title deserves its own main event. So, Linda Kane, and then we'll have Sarah Hurricane. Sarah Hurricane wins the match in the main event, and she will win in a pinfall stipulation for the world title. It's going to be an 18-minute match. Submit that, and it's going to be like a. It's going to be that's going to be that's going to be the main event. That's going to be. Now, what happens if let's say, okay, so it doesn't really change much. Main event. There we go. And then for another one-on-one, we're going to have, what is the other main event? Who is, we could probably do is have a promo. So we'll have an in-ring promo. Prince Amamita will target against Star-Lord Premium. 3 minutes. We'll have that in the middle of the card. So we'll have that kind of build up, and we'll have that heat in the promo. Backstage promos. We'll have Lord Golden, and we'll have is Lord Golden, right? Where was Lord Golden? I remember. Actually, let's have Night Phoenix have a promo against Night Supernova. So we'll have that heat change for that one after the Championship TV title. Now, for the TV, I think what we can do for the in-ring, for the next match, we'll have a tag team match set for one fall. We'll have Laura Golden and Star Draco. And this is going to be for the Prey Hunters will face against Renegade Night Meter and Night Eclipse for the now that was a Phaser Heal, so that's pretty good so far. 19 minutes for the tag team titles. Lord Golden retains out of a finisher. So that's already, we're in a good spot, and I think that will be a kind of like a mid card, like a kind of an open card tag team match. And then this will be right around after the singles match. So we'll have opener tag team match, then the Nice World title, then we'll have, actually the Nice World Championship should be in here. We'll have that in here. Yeah, let's go and switch the Century World title for this one, and then we'll have that one, and then yeah, there we go. I mean, that's pretty good. I mean, that's a show that we need. We need to open the tag team titles, and we have the Supernova, we have Prince Aramita with the promo. Go for the heat, and then we'll have like 2 promos after one after that, and then we're good. All right, let's begin the show. Welcome to the pay-per-view. Here we go in Mexico. And actually, we opened the match with an alright finish. So 11 show, Prey Hunters win, a +1 heat, decent one. Alright, this one, a Valentine's Violence singles match. Here we go. Another good one, another banger. 12 Supernova wins, popularity. Now they both lose that, but the +2 usage, so that's pretty good. Prince Aramita for this one. He gets a promo, and the promo looks great. A 6 promo score. Now for the world title, the Senti TV title. This one's a really fitting one. All 3 Ruby characters face off. And it's actually a yellow one, so they're all exhausted. It's a 14. The teacher popularity, but at least at the same time, a title change comes in and Weiss wins. So now we can actually use Weiss and so we can use Weiss and Yang for a matchup for the title if we wanted to, but even then we're gonna have to be careful. Night Phoenix and Night Supernova for the promo here. And actually that's alright. It's alright. It's an alright promo. 8-7-1. Not too shabby. Both did lose to popular on that one, but you know what? It is what it is. But this one is a really good one. It's a yellow 16 audience, 13 match score, a title change, new champion. The Hurricane wins that one. And then for the main event, singles title for the world title, Knight Bronze and King Diamond, big fight field. But then that one did not do what it needed to be due, so that wasn't great. So that one was kind of rough for the main event. But on the bright side, at least we had a 17.2. We have been so much better in the past month than we had in the first month. We did really, really good. And pay-per-view sales, $457,000 for that. That's pretty decent. That's pretty good. And we almost made about $1,000 on that show. We made a lot more than we expensed on that. That's pretty good. And we kind of competed for the weekly TV, so we did really, really good. Night Supernova, Prince Aramita did alright. We do need to push some of these other people. I think we did not give Night Nebula a push yet. Sarah Snow is still waiting for her chance. We need to probably do that for the next show. Alright, Why She Wants a Psychology, got more of that. After a long string loss, the Poker Tail Wrestling is feeling quite down for himself, affecting morale. So here are we got so far. We do need to look and see the TV. Can we look at like the pay-per-view buys? Can we look at that? Yeah, pay-per-view buys. Now, actually, we kind of lost some money on that show. Kind of did. But on the bright side, we did all right. Here's the way I look at it. We're not as bad than like the past 1, 2, 3, 4 shows ago. We're still there. We're still stabilizing. We're still kind of making things popular, at least. But we are kind of like losing the buys a little bit, right? We're still not doing great with making money, but we're doing all right with getting ourselves back to where we need to be. And then here's the cool thing, though. Here's the awesome news. if you look at like pay-per-view only, right? Like, yes, we've not made money on our pay-per-view buys. We've not been doing great on ticket sales. But if you look at our show, our TV only, like, they didn't do great, right? We're not looking hot. But on the brighter side, we are making that pay-per-view buys where we need to be. So, like, on yes, we are made it. We like 50 shows ago, we're racking money. But then at the same time, we're kind of like going back to like 2 weeks ago, 853, and we're making we're making more than we typically have been on the pay-per-view. So, like, the way I look at it, it's like, I feel like we're kind of been tanking on the TV side a little bit, but even then, we're kind of, you know what I mean? But then on the merch side, like, look at this. Merch, though, look at our merch charts. Holy cow, dude. Like, yes, the pay-per-view, people are kind of, like, settling in and, like, okay, we're not going to buy as much merch in the pay-per-view. But this past month, man, talk about true hype of the show. True hype and true excitement of the show. That's pretty good. And I think, in my own opinion, that's pretty good. And we're making a lot of good money on the TV budget. So, and like I said, we're about like if we can make $13,000 over, that's freaking spectacular. If we can actually if we keep going and we start making the next TV shows perfect, that's awesome. Because now we don't have to worry about any of this like nonsense of like losing fans, all that. But on the brighter side, like, we are making like our pay-per-view ratings are pretty alright. They're not like, the way I see it, it's not like negative. Like we're still competing against these guys. We're still not behind yet. So that's the way I look at it. And if you just look at TV ratings, we have grown from the past pay-per-view, which was 15.7, to a 17.2. That is, if we do the math, that is about 15.7. That's about a 1.5 bonus. That's a 1.5 up. So that means that in particular, like, if you just look at it in general, that is pretty good. That's pretty good. I will give myself credit where it's due. That's a pretty good booking. Yeah, sure. Our first month was kind of rough. We kind of lost fans in that first week, but then we got ourselves back when we need to be. So, all right. Next game we go. Next show. We need to go into the next show. We're going to open the show with I wonder if we can open the show with a backstage promo. That would be great, because now we can actually start making things interesting. So, King Diamond. Let's go with let's see here. Let's go ahead and submit that as the opening promo on the first show. Then we'll do a tag team match between Lord Nakatomo and Sarah Galaxy. The Combat Society faces off against the Dark Rider, Sarah Magic, and Ruby Rose. And they're going to have a 18 match banger. And the Dark Riders, the Dark Riders will win this one in a pinfall matchup for 18 minutes. So, already a great opener for the show. We're going to have a one-on-one. Actually, let's do a backstage promo between let's have Wai Sheen and Yang Long, and we'll have that current heat, and we'll bump up the heat change, and then we'll bump up a lot of the face and heel stuff. That's going to be great. So we'll bump up that rivalry as much as we can, because that's going to be something we're going to need to do. And then we're going to have a one-on-one. And then we're going to have Sarah Hurricane. And then facing off against facing on Sailor. Actually, we'll face off against Sailor Fire. We'll have Sailor Fire win. Actually, no. So we can't do that for that one. So let's do Sailor Snow. Is that heal? Is she a heal? Let's see. Actually, could we have Alicia Thomas probably? Yeah, she can. Okay, yeah, we can do that. And we'll have Alicia Thomas win. We'll have a finisher. Actually, we'll have Sailor Hurricane win. She'll get the push for 17 minutes. No stipulations. We'll have that match, a singles match for the mid card. Then we'll have a one-on-one match between Sailor Nebula going one-on-one against the Queen Quartz. If we could, actually, let's have her in that. So we'll have Linda Kane win. Have a submission. She'll get the push. So that is what we're gonna do. And then for the main event, we'll have a one-on-one matchup for the championship. We'll have Lord Golden against Prince Aramita. Or actually, this is going to be probably or Knight Orange. Would that work? Actually, no. We're going to need to push this one to Lord Platinum. So we'll have that as a main event. And then we'll have Aramita win. And then we're going to have Pinfall win. And that will be a quick 13-minute match. We'll have a 10-minute match for that one. So now we're going to be like the main event. So we'll have a solo promo open the show. Then we'll have these two. Actually, we'll have this one will be right after the singles match here. And then after that, we'll have the post promo, and then the tag team match and all that, no problem. So a little bit of a different kind of show for week one. We'll see if that changes a little bit what we got. So we do need to have a marketing now. We do need marketing. So we're gonna have a celebrity appearance. We'll do a podcast ad. Let's do that. Make it a little bit cheaper for the show. Okay, we're in Toronto, Canada. And actually, it's a really good opener. So definitely a good opener to start the show. So definitely we had to build up on that one. And then this one was not that great of a match. It was a 10. Was a 10, so it wasn't that great. Linda and Sailor Nebula will face off. Another one of those kind of matches, so another 10. A backstage promo to build things up. And actually, the bill is looking great. So already, actually, the popularity for both of them are starting to get going. So we're doing good. Then for the tag team match, for a kind of a break, and that was not great. So rough already. That's not great. And then for the main event, yeah, not that great of a show. So yeah, kind of, but on the brighter side, at least we're still competing. So it was not that great of a show, but the open segment bonus was like a 1.4. I will say that much. So the promos have been really helping us more than usual. So it is what it is with that, but we are making money. So I mean, that's something, right? We'll say it that way. So, but I will say the last show was not like, I will say it this way. Like, if you just look at the last episode, right? We kind of been tanking a little bit, but at the same time, if you just look at each of these past shows, right? Week 2, 119. If you look at week 1, 10.6, and then this one was a little bit more better than last month's week 1. So again, as I say, it's not a bad thing because that means that people are kind of still tuning in to watch the show. So again, as the way I see it, it's like we kind of like put 5 steps forward, take 10 steps back, but at the same time, we're like, we know what we're building, we know what we're doing, and we're actually building what we need to be doing. So that's the way I look at it. It's also, if you just look at ticket sales, we're kind of in the same thing. We only lost like what, 4,000 people? which is not that bad on the show. Like, we're kind of stabilizing, which is great. But at the same time, we need to be careful with that. So merch sales. I mean, merch sales. Look at this. People are still buying the merch, which is crazy. Like, that's 6,000 more than last show. That's nuts. And even, like, if you just want to look at a TV contract, right? We are looking at that, what, $15,000? Like, we're doing ourselves a favor. We're just in, like, what, March now? We're in, like, in March and we're making money. Like, we have started, like, what? Like, we started, like, what? Like, we lost, like, $31,000. Like, we had, like, what, $15,000? And we actually almost were, like, getting ourselves back out of the fray. So, if we can actually, I believe if we can actually surpass 12, like, probably get $2 million out of our pockets for the next couple months, that would be great for us. So, now we don't have to worry about that. So, week number 3 underway. And I'm going to plan on something that's going to be an interesting an opener. So King Diamond faces off against I think we're supposed to look for a face, right? Star-Lord Platinum. Yep. We'll have Star-Lord Platinum win. We'll have a submission hold 17 minutes to open the show. No championship match. So far, so good. Open that match with open that. So, and then we'll have a one-on-one. Let's see what our views here. Let's bring back Sarah Hurricane. And actually, let's have Ruby Rose and Rice Sheen on the rivalry now. Let's have that. So, Ruby Rose. After all, we do need to get the push. So, Queen Quartz. Actually, let's have Queen Quartz. Let's have them face against White Sheen. Open the show, and we're going to have a 13-minute match, and White Sheen wins with a finisher. With a 13-minute show, 13-minute match. And then we'll have a triple threat match for this one. Ding Long. We'll have Linda Kane. I mean, face versus heel, that's great. Actually, let's do this one. Let's have Sarah Hurricane win. Let's have a 16-minute championship banger. And let's have a pinfall for the championship match for the main event. We're going to have that for the main event. Cancel that real quick. We'll have a backstage promo between Prodigal Son Night Bronze and Night Oron, probably. Let's see. Or it could be actually, I think we need to look for a baby face, right? Nice Supernova. We'll have Prince Aramida, and then let's have Prodigal Son. Prince Solar. I mean, an audio bonus will probably be great, but we'll see what we can do. So, champion. Let's have a championship promo. Let's have that promo, like a backstage promo in here. And then we'll have a tag team match between Alessia Thomas and Sarah Lightning, the Enforcement Agency, against we'll have Sarah actually let's see. Yeah, I knew that's not gonna be great. So let's do Sarah Magic and Ruby Rose. And next you'll have have the second team win and a submission match with a 17-minute. And that will be for the tag team titles on the line. That's gonna be the opening. That's gonna be the opening matchup, the opener of the show. So that'll be a great opener for the show. So we're almost done. Now we need to do a solo promo in ring. We'll have Supernova call out Prince Alameda. We'll have that right after that show. So we'll have singles match and return singles match. Yep, there we go. And then we need to do a one-on-one, and that will be, this will be kind of like a quick back burner of a match, 7 minutes, and then we'll have Sarah Fire face off against, and then we'll have Sarah Fire win this one. She'll get the push. No, she'll have a quick match. I think it was too long. That works. It's gonna be kind of like a back burner match, so it's gonna be like one of those open matches right after it. So, all right, let's see what we can do. Let's see how that goes. We're in London, Canada, for the tag team titles. Here we go, and we did all right match. It was all right, new champion. It was all right, not that great. So singles match. Here we go. And actually, this one was actually a really good opener. Star Wars beats them. Pretty good match. Sarah Fire, Sarah Nebula. Yeah, this match did not have any build, so 4 and 5, so not that great. Nice Supernova. This was pretty good. So a 4, popularity kind of lost, but is what it is. Queen Quartz and White Sheen. Yeah, not that great of a match, but there's a lot of heat to it, so that's pretty good. There's a lot of heat, so that's good. Prodigal Son, Night Bronze. That was pretty good. And actually, the Prodigal Son is losing popularity as champion, so that does mean we're going to need to make him drop the belt. Linda Kane, Sarah Hurricane, and Yang Sang Long for the show. And this one's alright. It could have been better. So, and we kind of are still staying on. We are 13.0. So, we're doing all right. We're kind of having to build. And King Diamond and Prince Sapphire's they're both doing really great. So, we are making money. Yep, retiring wrestlers. Queen Slime, 4 years old. Okay, yep. So, we are losing more wrestlers. So, decided to retire. Last week, let's look at past week. So 13, we're actually making all right. We did a better boost, 11.6 to a 13.0. That's like what, a 1.4 boost. So we're doing great already. We're doing great, and actually we're making. Let's do the final week before the pay-per-view. We got one more show before the pay-per-view probably. So we'll do the go home in the next episode. So we'll do the kind of a little bit of the go home. So. And then we'll do week 4 and the pay-per-view in the next episode. So, we're doing great. We're building ourselves better than we had last week. 10.6, we had 13.4, and then we did that, and 11.6 and the 13.0. We're kind of building our show, which is pretty good. I think, in my opinion, we're doing all right. So we're doing okay. We're not making as much money as we want, but on the bright side of this situation, we are making some profit. So we are doing good. We're doing all right. We're hanging on. We're doing good. We're kind of hanging on. We're doing what needs to be done. So we're kind of cutting our roster a little bit thin, but that's not a bad thing. That means that we're kind of building ourselves from the ground up again. So, and also on the bright side, we only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 wrestlers who are getting a lot more money. But even then, we're on the bright side, we are making money. We are making money. We are making a lot more money than in our first 3 months than we ever had. So I take that as much as pride as I possibly can be. I'll take that any day. So now rivalries. We do need to look at rivalries so far. I mean, we got some good rivalries so far. The Bills are looking great. We do want to go ahead and have Zhang Long and Wai Sheen have these four have their own rivalries soon. So what I'm going to do is have Sailor Nebula and Supernova in a rivalry soon. What we're going to need to do for them, what's going to do, let's see, where are my wrestlers? Do we need to go edit, maybe? Or do we need to look at roster? Yep, so There's out for 4 weeks. Sarah Snow's in a family emergency. Sarah Rain's out for 8 weeks. So she'll be back next month. These two will be back for next month. And then Golden Spies, a parental leave for 24 weeks. So until later in the year. And then Sarah Tornado's having a knee sprain. So she'll be back in March. So April will be in in a few more weeks of episodes. So that's yeah, a few more episodes. Sounds about right. So sounds about right. Also, the Knights World Champion. 2 title defenses. Linda Kane is doing great. So Hurricanes defending the title. My goal is now to have King Diamond have the push now. And then have Wai Sheen to have a push. So that's how I feel about it. So we'll see. And then we'll have Prey Hunters have a title defense. We'll have their defense push soon. And then we'll have the Dark Riders have a championship push soon. But then I think that's it with that. The Nice World title kind of reign, we'll have that. We're going to make them push for a little bit. So, but Third Hurricane already is going to get pushed in the next layer of the year. So we might as well go ahead and give her as much of the push she is. I want to make her as much popularity as much as she can be. But at the same time, I want to make Linda Kane have that rivalry with Linda Kane have that push. So that's how I feel about it. So we do want to look at heels and who I can make as a baby face. So far, Ruby, Night Ruby looks alright. Sarah Lightning, Sarah Rain, Sarah Nebula. That Long, yep, I'm gonna give her that heel push. We're gonna give her the title soon. We're gonna bring her the title soon, so. Where is... where's Ruby? Wait, don't tell me she's injured. No, she's not. She's not retired either, I don't think. Let's see. No, Queen Slime. Night Animal retired. Queen America retired, but not much. So. Yeah, she's a baby face, and she's going to get that push. She needs it. What I'm going to do is that Ruby Rose and Sarah Galaxy have a matchup for the ages. Have a tag team title, rivalry, and that's going to be the aim I'm going to have for them for the next 3 months. Gotta give people what they want at this point. If that at this point, if you're doing if you are getting the push that you need, if you want to look at this for example, let's look at Baz last week, right? Sarah Hurricane got a good heat, good push, and then we'll have Wai Sheen defeat Queen Quartz with a good heat. So we already bumped up that up. And then we have a solo promo. And then we have that. Already we're looking great. We're looking like we need to be getting that push. And I feel like that's what we're going to need to do for Linda Kane and Sarah Hurricane. We need to get that one more push in. So we need to build that. So last week, we're going to do a post promo. So we're going to do, we'll have Linda Kane call out Sarah Hurricane for a promo. This is going to be good. And we're actually going to kick off the show. What we're going to actually do is end the show with this one. Because I feel like that it does a lot of justice for it. And I feel like that would be great. So that's how I feel about it. So we'll have Nagatomo, Sarah Hurricane. They're facing off each other. And then Alicia Thomas and Sailor Lightning have their match. They look like they are not being popular, so that's not that great. We'll have to do. We'll have maybe this will work. No. And then Alicia Thomas. How are they doing? Maybe Sarah Magic, maybe? And Ruby Rose, maybe? I mean, we could do it. I mean, we can do it because we might as well give the people what they want and have Ruby Rose and have a match, and then we'll have like a 12-minute tag team match, and I'll have Ruby Rose win, have pinfall win. We'll have Ruby Rose and Sarah Magic win, pinfall win. We'll have that as an opening show, and then we'll have King Diamond, Star-Lord Platinum. So that looks like a good one. And then we'll have a 13-minute match. Star-Lord Platinum wins. Submission match. No championship on the line. I'm gonna make this a title match, but we'll have King Diamond win this one. So we'll have King Diamond win out of their own finisher. For a 14-minute match, we might as well do so. For the TV title, we gotta do it. We gotta end this week 3 without a T. We gotta do what we gotta do, right? For a triple threat match, we got a triple threat match between Bronze, Night Bronze. We'll have Prince Alameda and Little White Dwarf. Actually, let's have a face here and have Night Meteor in the show. And then we'll have Prince Alameda win by a pinfall. Give him the push at this point. Give him the push, give him the win. Because at that point now, it kind of shows Alameda is really, really good. He's a really, really powerful guy. And then I think for a one-on-one, we're going to have Wai Sheen. Actually, is there any other rivalries that we can do? No, actually we cannot. So we need to cancel that real quick. Yes, they're going to have a promo here before the championship. We'll have an in-ring approach promo between Wai Sheen and Queen Quartz. And actually, it looks like it's actually going to do really well. So that's going to be a really good push. So that would be a really great push for them. So we'll have that, the triple threat match. And then we'll have a 3-on-3 tag team match between Sarah Galaxy and Alicia Thomas. Go one-on-one against Sarah Filer, Sword Princess. Actually, I think let's cancel that for our tag team match. Let's go one-on-one. So, Combat Society, Sarah Fire, and the Sword Princess. And then we'll have Laura Nova, Sarah Nova, and Queen Explosion. And actually, that would be a good match. That would be great. And then have these two win. And then with a pinfall and make it a 17-match banger. That would be great. Because now we're building up these new tag teams and we're building them rightfully so. So we got that done. Actually, we do need to do, before we do that, let's do marketing. Let's change our options a little bit. Actually, we cannot do anything, don't we? I guess we do monthly choices, but that's it. So for the final week, for week 3 of March, here we go. We're in Calgary, Alberta, Canada. To conclude this episode. So, opening the match, the tag team match. And it was not great. It was just a absolute poopy poop opener. So, not that great. So, Linda Kane and Sarah Hurricane with a promo. And actually, that actually helps us a lot. Bumped us to 11, so that was good. Now, a triple threat match for this one. And it was alright. It was a 9. Wasn't too shabby, but we should have gotten a little bit more better. For the tag team match, this one was actually alright. A 14 audience, so that's pretty good. They're liking stuff when I'm creating. So, Wai Sheen and Queen Quartz. And this was a good one. And actually, an in-ring post, all right. I mean, that's pretty good. And then for the TV title, and I think people were like, all right, it's decent. So we are kind of tanking a little bit on the episode, but we are making money. So, so Prince Aramita is actually injured in a car accident to end the episode. That's not good. So that means we're going to need to get some new heels soon. So that's not great. So yeah. So yeah, Sarah Tornado is back though. So that's good. She's back. She's 100%. Love to see that. So that's good. We are making money though. So we are doing all right. We kind of changed a little bit. We lost 0.6 viewers on this one. So we kind of went 5 steps backwards. But on the ticket sales though, on the episode, we did all right. It's 176,000. We're kind of racking up a lot more money for the TV shows. So people are showing up a lot more with the ticket sales. And yeah, we went from like this up here, went down, and now we're kind of getting up here where we need to be. So I mean, if you look back, if you look at TV only, right? If you just look at like TV only, we're getting better. Like we went from this little bit of a dark age a little bit, and then we were getting up a little bit to where we need to be. So we're the build is there, like the ticket sales are there. People are interested, but like we need to get better at like booking. So that's what we're gonna need to do. So that's the way I look at it. So merch sales, I mean, merch sales are like same, like they're kind of constant. They're going up and down a tad bit, but not too much. So I will say that should have been what it should have been. But you know, it is what it is, right? It is what it is. So, all right, we'll save the game, complete. Let's quit on the desktop, and that is it for the episode of that one. So, thank you guys for coming in on that one. Thank you guys for coming in. I greatly appreciate you guys coming in. It means a lot to me because, you know what I mean? It means a lot to me that you guys show up to these things. Thank you guys for the episode. And for those on YouTube, thank you guys for coming in. Thank you guys. It means a lot to me. I really do. I appreciate you guys coming in and, you know what I mean? It means a lot to me. So, let's go and do some Fortnite real quick. Let's do Fortnite real quick. Let's do Fortnite, and are you ready to do some Fortnite? Are we ready? Because that means I'm gonna need to do some TV, to put the TV on, all that. So a little bit of a different kind of episode as usual, like I always promise. So. All right, guys. I can get this thing TV on. All right, here we go. Come on, seriously. Brother. Oh, sorry about that. All right, hold on just a minute. Oh, did not mean to do that. Turn this on. And I'm gonna do. Why is this not on? Why? Do not tell me I unplugged something that should not have been unplugged. That would be funny if I did. That's pretty stupid if I did it. Look. Oh, I did. I unplugged this. And then I'm going to do this real quick. And then I'm going to do... Blah, 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 blah. It's not the problem. Plug this in. Plug this in. Maybe it's because it was partially unplugged. Let's see. There we go. Let me look real quick. I'm just looking at the wiring real quick, so just a minute. Yeah, that is on. So it is on. I would think. There we go. Okay. Where is my remote? Again, why am I losing things left and right? Why? Ugh. There we go. That's on. Good God. Finally, about time. About time. There we go. I'm like, man, that's crazy. Good Lord. All right, turn that on. Turn this on. Is it plugged in? Yeah, it is plugged in. You're good. Got that. Okay, it's connected to the TV. That's good. Cool beans. Cool beans. Oh, okay, it is on. Okay, cool. There we go. Cool beans. Love to see that. Awesome sauce. Love to see it. All right. Here we go. And we do need to play some Fortnite, and that'll be it for the stream. I think we'll probably we'll play some Fortnite for a couple games, but then that's it. We'll probably play a couple games of Fortnite, but that's about it. So let's change this to the Twitch channel real quick. We do need to change this real quick. Last game change. And we are good. All right, guys. Are you ready? Are you guys ready? Are you all ready to play some Fortnite? Oh, by the way, on the YouTube side, you're going to be getting a little bit of a break. So we're going to be going on break for one last time before we play some Fortnite. So we'll press start, get this thing on the system. And for those who are on the YouTube side, you're going to get the ad breaks first. You're going to get the break first. It's going to be a 1-minute break, so enjoy the break. I'll be back in about, we're going to do a minute. So there you go. Same for you guys on Twitch. You're going to get a 1-minute ad break. So I'm going to see you guys when you come back. Actually, it gives me time to get a drink, so hold on just a minute. So spare me a minute. Also, I need to check a couple things while we're here. I'm going to try to look at some things real quick. I'm gonna look at some real quick, so. Ooh, cute. Sorry, just looking at some art real quick. Sorry about that. Just looking at some art real quick. Sorry, just looking at some art real quick, so. Like, I'm saying, like, some of my emails are like, I get, like, art notifications. And those are, some of them are very, very cute, so. Oh, by the way, in a week or two, I'm going to be getting something special for you guys to show, so. You guys are very excited for that, too, so. And also, I'm looking at, ooh, honeybee summer gown. That's cute. Sorry, just looking at some things real quick. Man, I really want that so bad. All right. Let's resume from the break. Welcome back. Welcome back from the ad break. I know they're best you know it. Welcome back. I do need to get one more thing before we get started. Let's get a drink or something. So. I am feeling better though. I'm feeling less stressed out today. I'm feeling less and less stressed out today. So I'm feeling that less stressed out as usual, but on the positive side. Tomorrow I gotta do some laundry tomorrow, so if I do, if it's, I'll be doing retro stream at around like 3 o'clock, and I'm only gonna do 2 hours of stream tomorrow, so it's not gonna be a long stream, but it will be like a 2-hour stream. So if you guys are like, huh, why are you doing a short stream? It's like, well, because I want to have some time for myself tomorrow. So plus I want to do my laundry and all that, because that needs to be catched up to tomorrow. So all right, guys, let's get started. Let's get our first game. I'm gonna play like a few games today, so no, we're not doing that. Yep, there we go. Let's play our first game. There we go, guys. All right, guys, are you ready? It is time. Oh, and by the way, on the YouTube side, for the YouTube side, I'm gonna let you guys know a couple of things. First things first, I'm gonna let you guys know a couple of things before we get started. Retro Bowl, you guys will be getting a Retro Bowl series soon. Twitch, you'll be getting your Retro Bowl stream tomorrow. So for those who follow me on the Twitch side, please, I'm gonna let you guys know tomorrow we'll have a Retro Bowl stream tomorrow. I'm gonna try to plan on trying to make it a long stream. I'll do the best of my ability to give it a longer stream, but 2 hours will be, 2 hours will be the longer stream. So 2 hours will be the longest I can do tomorrow. So if you're like, huh, why are you doing shorter streams? Well, it's also because I'm going to be busy this week and the next couple of weeks. So it's going to be a giant pain in the caboose to deal with all the other IRL stuff and all that while I'm worried about my streaming. So I got a lot of stuff I got to do this week and the next week. So let's see what we got. Also, we need to figure out why is my audio in this game are not working to me. That's crazy to me. I'm still trying to figure out that for myself. That is crazy to me. I still do not understand why this thing is not want to play any kind of audio. That's crazy to me. I will not able to understand that ever. So I'm going to unplug this real quick maybe, and we'll see what we got. And I'm going to do this real quick. I'm going to unplug that. And I'm going to, yep, there we go. And I'll put that back on. There we go. All right, here we go. All right, here we go. That's better. Okay, let me get the video capture good. Emulated. Okay, there we go. Filters. Default. All right, there we go. Maybe we need to switch maybe to this other one. Maybe? I guess not. I guess we need to, I guess I need to be careful on, oh, what? Maybe it's because this is loose, maybe. I don't know. It drives me up to a wall sometimes, but it's like because you guys can't hear the audio, and it's like, I don't know, man. It's like I'm trying to figure out how is my dock not working. Meanwhile, I could have streamed, I've done this game before. So it's like, dude, I'm like, dude, that's crazy to me. How? Like, I don't understand. So it's like this game's going to do like all this kind of nonsense, and it's like I have to change. There we go. Dude. Seriously, dude? Just let me have a chance, dude. Come on, man. Give me a break. Seriously, dude? Like, are we really gonna do this? Like, that's not fair to me. I don't think that's fair to anyone else. Okay, they're gonna come in. There we go. Oh, snap. Okay, well, that was unfortunate. This is why I don't like big crowd areas. That's why. But on the bright side, at least I got my first kill, so that's positive. At least I got a positive out of it. So, like, and that's like the first game. It's like I'm gonna have to get better as we go on. But like I said, I'm not gonna play much of this today. But it's kind of like a preview for those who are supporting me on the YouTube side, because you guys are getting to know when I'm live. So on the bright note, at least you guys are getting to know. You guys are getting to know what I'm gonna do with this game. So still working on the audio. Let me go ahead and do this let me work on the audio while I'm here, because that is, I am still beyond the fact it still doesn't want to do that to me. So that is still crazy to me. So I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna go ahead. Maybe it's change source. Maybe. No. Unfortunate. That was unfortunate, and I'm back. Let me check and see if I'm live on the Twitch side. Hello, Wink Warrior. Hello, how you doing? How you doing? Welcome in to the stream. I don't know what just happened. I really don't know what just happened. That's crazy to me. Like, it just straight up crashed on my end. And I had to figure that out just immediately. That's crazy to me. It just crashed on my end, dude. How? That's crazy to me. How? Dude. I'm probably just going to do is just end the YouTube side maybe, and then I'm going to do is go ahead. All right, guys. So for those on the YouTube side, I'll be back live next week. Also, Wink Warrior, thank you for coming in earlier. I greatly appreciate you all coming in. Thank you, guys. I'll be back. Oh, excuse me. I'll be right back. I'll be back streaming on this next week. So thank you guys for coming in. And on the YouTube side, and I will talk to you all later on the YouTube side. Thank you guys for coming in. Bye.